So Christy and I really like to push the design envelope on our personal vehicles. So when we got the AMG GT, we knew we wanted to have it in black chrome. It really came out awesome. But we didn't wrap that entire car in chrome. We used other colors to accent it, so it wasn't a full wrap. This 2021 Corvette C8 that we have in our shop right now, we're printing that entire thing in blue chrome. That's definitely pushing the envelope for Lumpy, Pete, and Anton to get this whole thing wrapped up. We got 2 days left, the client's coming to pick it up, and there's a ton of work still to do. However, that thing is coming out amazing. Let's go check it out.
Now that we've got through the crazy back end, then we've got to deal with the nose of this car. It's just as tricky. There's just as many vents and air splitters all over the thing. We are definitely going to use some of the black vinyl to help us break it up, but it's still going to be a pain in the butt. So they took it off the front of the car and set it up on the table so that they could get into all the areas that they couldn't when it was low on the ground. Now that we've got the front end back on the car, we've got to move on to reassembling the rest of it, and I have to do all the second surface graphics. To do the second surface, I have to really get in there, so we're going to try not to step on each other's toes doing all this stuff at the same time. The icing on the cake on this wrap is going to be some reflective graphics. We're going to use 3M Envision 780. It's the best reflective graphic to wrap with, and we should be able to get some bright colors on it and make some really cool accents for this car. Got very thin trim selections of reflective going through the center of the car. So in order to get this right, what I have to do is get a rubbing of the car, essentially. I'm going to put some transfer paper down, and I'm going to trace out this shape on the hood. Then I'm going to send that whole shape through my scanner, bring it up in my computer to build some cut files for the reflective. Sometimes you can try and get away with using knifeless tape to create these accents, but we want everything to be nice and dead-on symmetrical. And it's a bit tricky because I've got multiple layers. I've got 2 black accents that are going to come out of the corners here to kind of give it a almost stingray kind of shape coming off in a point. So I need to get that line so I know how to cut it, make sure it matches perfectly. All I need is a quick sketch. The computer will do the clean work. Same thing on this hood. I'm going to come down the middle with black, and then I've got 2 reflective graphics that will trace the outside of it. So we can get the black down and cut it with the knifeless tape. The regular black cut's fine with knifeless tape. But then I need to cover the edge of it a little bit with the reflective, and the reflective has to fall right into this little shape that goes down the hood. And so we're matching the body lines of the car with the reflective. Going to be a little tricky, going to take a little doing, but it'll be worth the effort. It'll be a cool effect. I think there's one more I want to get before I go start scanning all these. So I'm doing this custom piece on the back of this camera that's on the back of the car. I wanted to point out that this is a white piece of plastic. The guys wrapped it completely black. You can't see up in all these angles. This is tricky stuff right here. Looks great. When you're working this vinyl around the car, that piece needs to be secure. You have to pull and stretch it quite a bit and then apply a lot of pressure. So if the bumper isn't held in place tightly, it's going to bounce and move around while you're trying to squeegee. So when it came time to actually apply the vinyl, they put it back in place on the car so that it'd be nice and steady. When vinyl goes over extreme angles, it wants to fail. It wants to wrinkle and finger, what we call fingering along the edge. So if you overstress the vinyl, it ends up ugly. The angles are extreme, and this chrome is unforgiving. It wants to snap and break when you push it too hard. It's got a high tensile. It snaps if you push it too much. It doesn't give the way our normal vinyl does. Applying heat to the vinyl helps it in important ways. You know, when it's colder, it wants to wrinkle. You know, as you're sliding the squeegee along, it wants to pucker and wrinkle. When it's hot, it's malleable and it's smooth. It also activates the adhesive. It makes that adhesive real gooey, and that's what you want as you're applying, because as soon as it touches, it sticks, it's not going anymore, it's good. So all you have to do is keep squeegeeing and not wrinkle. Yeah, so Pete and Lumpy really have a feel for feeling the vinyl out and making sure that it's not overstressed where it's gonna come up and the adhesive's gonna fail. He has to feel the tension in the vinyl and know which way to go to keep the tension off the vinyl. It really is kind of an in-the-moment situation. When you're feeling around the curves of a car like that, you have to just know where it might break, and you have to be like a vinyl whisperer like Pete. Once Pete and Lumpy are finished with front bumper, it's time to reassemble everything and then apply the reflective graphics. So at first we were really second guessing putting reflective vinyl on top of chrome vinyl. But as we get closer, I think we're all starting to get excited about the idea, especially with the way the design looks. It's going to be really hot reflective on that blue chrome. It should be pretty cool. So when we do these designs, we try and keep the design as close to what the customer has seen. That's what they approve, that's what they're expecting to see at the end. So we're very, very precise about our measurements and our placement of all our second surface graphics. You can see Pete is just finishing up all the stripes on the hood here. These were all the things that I was using templates to try and create. The templates account for a lot of it, but not 100%. There are multiple compound curves. This hood curves this way and this way. So the templates were close enough, but Pete still had to work the vinyl quite a bit to get it to land in just the right spot. But as you can see, it's coming out perfect. It looks very symmetrical. It's looking real good.
So you see KetoTheEasyWay.com on all of our vehicles, and what is Keto the Easy Way? Well, our supplement puts you into ketosis with a drink. So I would say Keto the Hard Way is doing the diet, and we have a supplement that you can drink and put you in ketosis in 30 minutes every time, and it's measurable. And the next question would be, well, why? Why do I care about being in ketosis? Because better energy, better focus, better mood, better sleep, better fat loss. I found this 6 years ago, and I was 130 pounds heavier than I am today. So for me, I was attracted to it because I was trying to do the keto diet, and I just sucked at it. And a friend showed me a better way. And not only did it help me to lose all that weight, but it started getting me up off the couch. I was like, probably you could ask her, but like a different person. Like I was playing with the kids, doing chores. She's like, who the hell is this guy? Got her curious. She started trying it.
And the fact that we get to help other families feel good and make an incredible difference has really been a true gift, and we're really blessed.
So as we're finishing up, the last item on the list to knock out were the rims. Well, I was thinking keeping it simple, but the first design I showed Josh, he was like, no more. So I went all out with the rims. We did a ring all the way around the outside, and then we used the spokes of the rims to drop in some reflective graphics that kind of complement the shape of the spokes. Yeah, I should have known he would want to go full out on the rims after what we'd done with the Tesla. At all of his cars, we've done something with the rims, but with the Tesla, we painted 2 rims pink and 2 rims green to match the pink and green wrap that we put on it. So it was really wild.
All right, guys, you excited? You ready to see your new car?
Oh my God, I'm jacked out of my mind.
Yeah,
I
can't wait.
Yeah, you guys have been waiting a little bit of time now. It took us a little bit longer than we expected on this, but you know, on these type of deals, we like to, you know, take our time and make sure everything's as perfect as possible.
They say the best things are worth waiting for.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
What's up with this thing, man?
Oh, that school bus? So that's for Seminole County School Board. This bus was yellow when it came to us. That's a full paint job, and now we're gonna wrap like a third of it.
Yeah, it's a mobile laboratory for the kids. This one's themed electricity.
That thing looks awesome. I think we might need one of those, babe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. Now we're gonna do a school bus for them.
Wrap us up a keto bus?
Yeah, we've done every other kind of vehicle for you.
Let's go.
So, all right. So here we are at the wrap booth. This is where we wrap all of our high-end cars. It's a nice, clean environment, extra air conditioning, extra lights and whatnot. We're excited because you haven't seen this thing yet, but we're also a little, you know, nervous because you haven't seen it yet.
Me too.
You know, so you guys ready? Because you guys went crazy on this brand new badass car, right? All right, let's do this. Get up in there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is amazing.
That is ridiculous.
You guys absolutely smashed this.
Nailed it.
This is,
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it.
this is bananas.
Thank you. I love it. This is perfect.
And it was so crazy because with the blue
my
chrome,
God.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You guys absolutely smashed this.
Whose idea was it for the rims?
We always do something on his rims, but I came up with this look.
Because on your Tesla, we painted them like lime green
Yes.
and magenta.
Man, this is next level right here, I'm telling you.
And here's kind of like the, man, look at it. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see it out in sunlight. It's going to be really sparkly.
I want to see it sunlight, dark, no light, the whole, everything.
Yeah, with no light, it's awesome too with the reflective. Because all these graphics over top are actually reflective. Now, we've done a lot of reflective things for you in the past because you want that real pop at nighttime.
Yes.
But that's crazy. Pink and yellow, printed 3M reflective, put on the car, really super bright. But I want to go back and kind of just highlight a couple of these little things like we talked about. You wanted the chrome blue. These A-pillars, the roof, The back deck lid, that's all gloss black 3M wrap.
Yeah, that's a white
We didn't
car.
do that in blue. Yeah, the whole car is white, right?
Yeah.
So to add the black in here and these different colors, these little highlights, just totally changes the car. It's not just a blue wrapped car.
That's bananas. I mean, it's all bananas, but this is absolutely
and see,
insane.
we pulled the black down into the the grill area here, which obviously complements the whole front of the car. So you're not stuck to just doing it in one single color.
It's like
Beyond
times
expectation.
100 what I could have ever hoped for or even dreamt of, man. This thing is unbelievable. Jason, I don't even know how you figured this out and with the body lines, but how'd you do this, man?
Man, it was tricky, but you got to, with a sports car like this, you got to use the body lines. You want to complement what's there, but you also want to highlight too. You're putting branding on here. We needed the Prove It logos to pop off, so it was a real balance of blending the car body lines with the graphics that we added to it. Man, boy, I can't even imagine. You're gonna turn so many heads driving this thing. I know.
Man, my
me
hair's
too.
standing
Me
there.
too.
Oh, my God.
It's a great looking car, and it's our first full dismantle on a Corvette on a new body style. It took the guys 28 man hours to dismantle this car, and you guys saw we had the bumper off, the back bumper off, everything, door panels, interior, all the rubber moldings, and that's the only way to do this car really properly, right? 133 man hours went into producing this car. It's definitely not a car you just slap some vinyl on and let them roll out the door, because you want this thing looking just like this 3 years from now.
So for clarity, 138 is the number to beat on our next one we bring in.
Yeah, I guess if you break that school bus in or something, I'm sure it'll take a little bit longer, but
It's taking it as a challenge.
this was really, I mean, this might be one of the longest wraps we've ever had to do,
So far.
especially with the material so far.
Great.
I'm playing. Listen, I am so grateful. I appreciate you guys. I know we're not the easiest clients. We got a lot of wild ideas and do a lot of different stuff, but you guys, we always work through it. You always get it done. There's nowhere else I'd ever go. I made the mistake one time of trying something else, and it'll never happen again.
See,
I appreciate
man,
you guys.
that's awesome.
And even just working with you has been such a pleasure. I mean, you guys
Nice.
really care, and it shows.
Sure.
And I just appreciate you, man. I brought you guys.
Stop.
I brought you guys some ketones for the break room. Make
Did
sure
you?
the productivity's up. I brought a whole bunch.
I can't wait to
Appreciate
try.
you,
Man, if we would have had that beforehand, it'd have gotten done in 100 hours.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
shaved
We could've-
30% right off the top.
20% more productivity guaranteed, man.
That's great. I want to get this thing outside. Can we get it outside?
Yes, let's
Let's
do
do
this.
it.
Man,
Woo!
this thing in the light is crazy.
Dude, it's
I
unbelievable,
mean, it's
man.
literally blinding.
It's crazy. I had to put my shade. Oh, it so is, man. Look at that. I'm totally jealous, man. I gotta wrap some of my stuff with this, man. I'm gonna steal this idea.
On a 1 to 10, this is a 15, man. This is incredible.
So awesome.
I'm literally blown away. It's incredible. Everything I could have ever dreamed of and more.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's perfect. I love everything about it.
I mean, you get the idea, you see it in your head, and you talk about it, but you never know what it's actually going to be, and it's unbelievable. Look at it.
Yeah, they really listened to every detail that we wanted and delivered. They made a dream a reality.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you for trusting us with everything you guys do.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
That is really great. Whoa, Josh, before you go, man, here's a container of some extra bolts and stuff that we couldn't really figure out where they went, but it's okay. We got most of them in.
Are you serious?
It'll be all right, man.
Whoa. Hey, where are you going, man? You better be kidding.